Hey everyone, welcome back. So, in between I did a little bit of research because of course this is info that people were investigating during the beta and such to get this info out to let people know how these systems were going to work. Based on what I have been looking into,
I keep everything well maintained.
by the way, I'm going to be showing you the renowned Quartermaster after this in just a second. But based on what I was looking at, especially when it comes to not only are we choosing these, but we're going to be able to upgrade each of these a couple more times. This is going to be good for being able to get around a lot faster, at least until the flying comes around, maybe in a year or two. This is going to actually be able to allow us to unlock extra zones or parts of this zone, and we're going to be able to also get access to other different kinds of rewards and such. And then, of course, this is going to be, a different version of the table, but I think we're going to hold off on this right now because I imagine many of us are not exactly, super eager to get back to running a mission table. So for now, this early on, I'm going to go with the transport network to make getting around the zone a little easier and faster. Plus the idea of getting access to my own massive necropolis sounds kind of awesome. That's going to take an hour for them to research.
Everything must be earned.
So this is the renowned Quartermaster.
Inspection.
So here's a toy that I can get. Returns you to the seat of the Primus. Speak to an innkeeper in a different place to change your home location. So that's a Necrolord Hearthstone. So that's pretty cool. Especially if, from what I'm seeing here, that it's actually going to allow me to go straight back here instead of using my other Hearthstone. Like, if this is an extra Hearthstone, like the Dalaran Hearthstone, awesome. If it's just a skin for my regular Hearthstone, I'm going to be a little upset. Just let me have an extra Hearthstone as a separate cooldown. Here's the Plague Rot Toralis at Renown 23. Here's Jiggles, little cat. Oh, he's so cute. Weapon Illusion, another mount at level Renown 39. Here's another one that I actually could get right now, but in order to do so, I actually have to have resources such as I have to have Anima and I have to have Grateful Offerings, which I believe is going to be part of that other upgrade I mentioned, the Anima Network. So that will be something I work on and try to collect later. Then, of course, Renown 6 is where you can start to get some cosmetic upgrades like this here. Not too fond of this. I think it looks a little silly. This, however, the wings, yes, please. Yes, please. And then you can start to get some other cosmetics, weapons, stuff like this great axe. Looks pretty cool. Or this big cleaver. Numerous cosmetic upgrades. And I like that that's what these mainly just are. Just cosmetic. They're not like gear to make you feel like you have to do this to give you an edge in actual gameplay. It's just cosmetic stuff. Just transmog stuff. You don't have to do it. You can, but you don't have to in terms of I have to do this if I want to, be in my raid spot or something or do well in Mythic Plus. That's not going to affect this, and I like that.
Accept nothing but victory. I keep everything well maintained.
When it comes to matters like these, patience is as important as strength. In time, our power will grow vast and unmatched. Souls and Maldraxxus are bound together in war. We draw strength and wisdom from those around us. Should you fall in battle, part of you would remain with your fellow soldiers, just as they would remain with you. Plague Deviser Merilith has volunteered to teach you the process of soul binding. From what I have seen, yours will be a powerful bond. I mean, Merilith was a little odd at first, but, I think as long as he tries to maintain his sanity after what happened to the House of Plagues. Oh, hey, there's Hermir.
Got something to say?
The last time I was here, the Primus was still around.
I can't leave his forge unattended now that we're back. He'd never let me hear the end of it. By the way, can you tell me about Alexandros' sword? Fatebringer? Fatebringer, eh? I made it for him when he was named Baron. He wanted something similar to what he used in life. Based on your reaction, I'm guessing that you recognize the shape a bit. Yeah, no kidding. I guess if I shared a title with a sword, I'd be pretty attached to it. It's one of my finer creations. Alexandros fought hard to come by some of the materials that went into it. Not sure where the skull came from, but it's certainly not from Maldraxxus.
Get going, then.
Everyone has to start somewhere, right?
So there you go, a little bit of an explanation as to why he has a sword looking very similar to Ashbringer.
You return at last.
Hi, Merilith. Fine, I'm your apprentice. By the way, look, Bloop, Ooze, and Kevin.
Do you hear them? The voices?
I'm so pleased to see you again, my apprentice. Soul binding is a wondrous process. I invite you to bind with me to learn how it works, but in time you might bind with others. I have known many soul binds, but the foremost of them all was Margrave Stradama. Her knowledge, talent, and kindness became part of who I am. Now and forever, it is a bond we share. I only hope to be so useful to you, my apprentice. Bound together, I shall grant you all I can and aid you even when we are apart. Alright. We unlock Merilith as a soulbind.
Farewell, apprentice. I am ready when you are. Oh, this is quite exciting.
I should also let you guys know. So in between, I also tested out what it's like after I have done the main story up to this point, when you then switch to another character. Now, it does not appear there is a skip in place for the opening scenario where you go to Icecrown and then go into the Maw to try and save Jaina, Thrall, Bane, and Anduin. So it doesn't appear like there's a skip there in place. I hope they add one at some point soon. Once you finish that, though, and you go straight and you go to Orboz, you're immediately greeted by the Hand of the Arbiter, who then gives you a choice. You can either replay the story as normal, as you did on your first character, or you can pick the option Threads of Fate, which has you skip all of that, immediately choose a Covenant, and then you can just level from 50 to 60 doing things for your Covenant and World Quests and all that. That's awesome. Not just the fact that you can skip all that, but that if you wanted to replay the story again, for whatever purpose, you can do that if you want. I just love that they are making all these options and choices available for players after you've done it the first time. That's awesome. So that will allow me to go straight to some of the other covenants for me to show you guys, such as being able to have my Paladin go straight to the Kyrians, my Druid go straight to the Night Fae, and my Demon Hunter going straight to the Venthyr, as well as other alts that I'll do on my own off camera for whatever reason. Whether it be the abilities, whether it be the transmog stuff. It's just I really like how they've designed this.
I always have time for my brightest pupil.
Our shared knowledge will benefit all of Maldraxxus.
Why do I feel hollow?
Binding souls is but the first step. Over time, the power of our bond will grow in strength and manifest itself in the form of amazing new abilities. To tap into this newfound strength, all you must do is place your hand upon the Forge of Bonds. There is no price to pay. The only limitation is your connection to Necrolords. Activate a soulbind power using the Forge of Bonds, which then gives us the opportunity to get some of these conduits I've heard about, which is that this one here, Abomination Limb deals 15% more damage. Death Strike's minimum healing is increased by 1%. Death's Advance grants an additional 15% movement speed over the first 3 seconds. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of those three little, what were they called? Hold on. I have the artifact weapons here to take a look. These here. That's what these remind me of. These, what were they called? Artifact relics. Yeah. These soul binds very much remind me of these relics and how they worked, where it wasn't just increasing item levels, it was like some other like little buff, I think it was. You know, like when I looked at this here, it was like plus 16 item levels. I'm like, I mean, that's when it was just about the item levels, but
What have you created
anyways, that's what this
today?
reminds me of.
Keep an open mind.
So here is where we get access to the different rows of the different stuff. It does feel another bit similar to the system that we had with the artifact weapons, with the different paths of those. So Merilith is the first one. We're going to be able to unlock a couple of others, and Emony and Haramir. So let's see. The first one is Volatile Solvent. Using fleshcraft with nearby corpses consumes their essence completely, granting a benefit based on the creature's type. So then the next row will be things such as insert a potency conduit here to empower your soulbind. Requires 3 conduits base added to the Forge of Bonds. And then we get to the next row, which is like your first attack or spell on an enemy increases your damage done to them by 10% for 10 seconds. While standing still, you slowly build stacks of bloops of Wanderlust. At 5 stacks, your movement speed is increased by 10% for 2 minutes. When reduced below 50% health, ooze courses over you, granting you a shield for 15% of your maximum health for 10 seconds. May only occur once per 30 seconds. Interesting. Allows opening of locks that require up to 60 skill once every 12 hours. That seems... Each second spent channeling fleshcraft reduces Kevin's key rings cooldown by 60 minutes. Once every 12 hours. That's funny, considering that I would think that'd be something exclusive to rogues. Defeating enemies has a chance to deploy your Plagueborn Cleansing Slime, which improves the remaining durability on your armor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be going with that one instead of this one. And then more conduits. And then down at the bottom, ultimate form. While channeling fleshcraft... You are immune to crowd control, and you regen 2% health every second. If you finish the full channel, you gain 4 seconds of crowd control immunity, during which you regen 2% health every second. Wow. I can't wait to see what the other two are. Haramir, I cannot wait to see what yours are.
Good to see you, my apprentice.
So it looks like I get... Do I get all 3 of these? I do. While the benefits of soul binding are substantial, you may strengthen them further through the use of conduits. Conduits act to channel the anima of our bond in a myriad of ways, vastly increasing both of our potential. Let us test the ones that I've given you. Fear not. Many others like it can be found throughout the Shadowlands, like in world quests or dungeons and such, maybe even raids. Add the conduits to the Forge of Bonds, and then apply 1 to a slot on Merilith.
Thank you again for all of your help.
So... 3 conduits added to the Forge of Bonds. So I now can just add this conduit, and it'll be right here. Okay. So I'm basically just adding this to my list over here. And they each have a different category. Potency, Endurance, and Finesse. So now you choose a path. You'll be able to switch paths at any rest area. Oh. You must activate the slot first. And then click the conduit, and then click the matching slot to install it. Okay. So I can't just choose... Yeah, okay, I see. So even if I wanted to activate these paths, what does it cost to activate these paths? Because can I just go ahead and install these? Oh, conduit energy. Installing a conduit costs 1 energy. An energy is recharged every 24 hours. I see. So. Huh. So, by activating one of these, I have to... I see. Huh. Okay, so I can be able to do that, but it's going to consume energy, and then there's going to be I'm going to have to actually wait real time for it to actually recharge. I see. So I can't just apply them or activate them just whenever I want. There's a limit. And I'm guessing the higher the conduit, the more energy it's going to require, and thus consume, and then you have to wait longer.
Shall we get to work?
Our bond will grow in strength over time, but for now, your training is complete. Excellent work, my apprentice. You have completed your training and are now a true Necrolord. That also means you've taken on additional responsibilities, such as the burden of genius. I believe Baroness Draka wanted to have a word with you. Ooh, increase your renown with Covenant by 1. Deathfang, Draka's companion. Hi, Deathfang. Who's your good boy? Who's a good fellhound, or hellhound, or whatever you are? Look, is it so bad I want one of those as a mount?
We have agreed to parley, despite your house's treason. Now speak.
Garmal is no friend of ours. If you would have us, we would join your cause.
Wait, Emily? Wait. Isn't he one of those Sethraks that we met back in Vol'dun?
Do you know how many rivals I have slain?
Get me my construct body and I will set this place right. She is a Sethrax.
When in doubt, slaughter everyone.
I really want them to make Sethrax a playable race.
How goes the fight?
I hope you're settled. There's no rest for the weary in Maldraxxus. High Lord Fordragon has requested your presence in Oribos. We know only that it involves the Maw. Go to him and show him that the Maldraxxi will never falter, even in the face of that dark place.
Strength and honor.
Please, hear us out, Mawwalker. When Margrave Belagos launched his attack on Bastion, there were many such as Emily and myself that opposed his actions. Fearing dissent, Belagos removed many souls from their constructed bodies and imprisoned them. Emily escaped the prison, but most did not. Help us free the other souls, and we can build you an army of constructs far greater than any that serve Garmal. I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Thank you, Mawwalker. With you by our side, we are sure to prevail. Do you not agree, Ameni?
I do not fight beside anyone. I lead, and others follow.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Ameni, wait!
I'll see them later. What's up, Arcadia?
Battle tested.
We required your strength, Maulwalker. The houses of our enemies grow stronger by the hour. In order to press the attack, we must find new sources of anima to bolster our reserves. Search the realms for this precious resource, and bring it back here to the Sanctum. Let none deny you. With your help, the rival houses shall fall, one by one, and we will emerge victorious. Okay. And I'll increase my renown by
My
one.
goods will serve you well.
There are several dailies here. Looks like go complete the calling in this other zone, it seems.
Got some meat on your bones, huh?
Ardenweald was once a place of peace and regrowth, now beset by dark forces from all sides. Maldraxxus alone is responsible for challenging those that would disrupt the cycle. Take our banners, steady your weapons, and bring war to Ardenweald for the Shadowlands. Defend Ardenweald by completing daily quests and world quests, looting treasures, and slaying rare creatures. You may also defeat powerful foes in the Mists of Tyrna's Scythe and the Other Side dungeons.
I'll remember you when I'm infamous.
Sure. Let's go ahead and pick up these other two. Also, apparently, Overlook, Seat of the Primus. Ah, we're gonna get some, like, portals and such to go around the place.
What secrets do you hide?
Cut the brokers. They go many places we cannot. The eyes cannot follow them. Find many secrets they do. Bring us supplies, strange and rare. Need things to trade. Need broker coins. They trade with all. Find coins in all lands. Slay those that hold them long. Bring the coins to me. You may eat their corpses. I will not judge. Just need coins. Huh. Okay.
Seek the truth.
And what have you done lately?
Useless minions, the lot of them. All this fodder needs to get trained. Here, take this one with you today. Get them away from me. Go to Bastion. Yeah, Bastion. Far away from me. Plenty of things to test them against there. If you get them killed, I don't want to hear it. Complete 3 world quests in Bastion with your trainee.
Slay or be slain?
So they are separate categories. Callings, which is 3 coins brokerage, Ardenweald defended, and 3 world quests in Bastion with the trainee. Okay. So it seems like the Covenant areas, there's not going to be any PvP shenanigans allowed in there. But the moment you step outside, that's when everything changes.
Speak up, soldier.
Let's go see what Bolvar wants to talk about. Of course, world quests and such are now unlocked here. And I like how some of them have very specific rewards, like anima or reputation or conduits. So if I have to, I'll take each of those characters through that initial thing, which I would really hope they add a skip for that soon. Maybe they'll add it next week. I don't know. But I feel like if they were going to add that choice in there, they should then add an option to skip that initial opening part just so you can get straight to it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do that every time. And that's going to get very old very quick. Not that it's bad, but it's, you know, that's why there's an option to skip the other opening stuff from, you know, a couple expansions ago. When you couldn't skip the Warlords one, it was kind of like, oh gosh, I gotta do this all over again. But when they added it in Legion, it was like, yes, that's a great option. And then they had it in BFA as well. So I hope they add it here soon. Unless it was there and I just completely missed it.
I've trained my whole life for this.
Alright.
Duty calls.
So she has nothing new to say.
I will aid you as best I can.
I have dire news. The bond to your covenant is growing stronger. Good. The power lies within you to venture into Torghast and rescue our allies. You saw Bane Bloodhoof while assisting the broker in the maw. Perhaps this Venari knows a way to breach the jailer's tower and find the chieftain. When I peered into Torghast once before, you stood at my side. I believe that connection will allow me to see through your eyes as you navigate its torments. Seek out Venari and request her aid, Mawwalker. Find a way into Torghast.
We all have our burdens to bear.
Alright, back to the maw we go. I can do this other stuff. These callings, this is not relevant to be shown on camera. This stuff I can just do off camera on my own. Whee! Back so soon.
I have limitless time. You do not.
How do I enter Torghast?
Do not. Torghast, huh? Once I told you that your friends were being held inside, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came to me for aid. Because I was able to anticipate your request, it just so happens I have already acquired a portal device that leads into the tower. I will dispense with the usual warnings and disclaimers, as your unique combination of courage and foolhardiness would render them moot. Do not ask how it was obtained. Simply consider it a gesture of goodwill that you are now obligated to repay. I look forward to our future transactions, Mawwalker.
Well, Mawwalker, what are you waiting for? I dare not step inside that accursed tower myself, of course. While I cannot tell you exactly where your comrade is being held, I offer a gift to assist you. Use it inside Torghast. It should take you somewhere near your missing ally. Bane Bloodhoof was his name, yes? Either that, or you'll end up trapped within the tower's ever-shifting halls for all eternity. But those are the risks one must take, I suppose. Best of luck.
Discover more secrets. Then we can talk.
How convenient, she has her own little portal right here. Ah, they have a meeting stone here. That's awesome. Because they did say that you could either do this by yourself or you can do this with a group. Use the attuned shard with the Wayfinder. Hang in there, Bane. Death Grip causes the target to slam to the ground, knocking down nearby enemies for 3 seconds. Your damaging spells and abilities empower your weapon, increasing the damage of your next melee strike by 113, stacking up to 100 times. Is that Grom? Or just someone who looks like Grom?
Intruders are here! Guards! It seems there are interlopers among us! To your posts!
It's too far away.
Oh, am I also getting souls for this? Nice.
It's too far away. I can't attack that one.
Obtain a Maw Rat Harness, an item that allows you to transform into a Maw Rat while in Torghast. Abomination Limb casts Soul Reaper on any enemies it pulls. Yes! Like, I would have to know what exactly becoming a Maw Rat will help me do.
Still you continue? Very well. The scavengers will feed on your essence.
They can try.
It's too far away.
Each rune spent extends Abomination Limb's duration by 1 second. Acquire 75 Phantasma, and then the Light Fly. Interesting. It just keeps on using Abomination's Limb. I've got 46 Phantasma. Let's go ahead and get the extra Phantasma. Just anticipating that there may be a point where I'll get to use it before a big encounter. I cannot wait to go through this on other classes to see what some of the other powers, anima powers that you can get for certain different classes. Like, I cannot wait to do this on my Demon Hunter. Take me away from here. Hello, boys.
What? Okay. I don't know about that. That felt a little cheap.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. It's too far away.
Is that how much damage that thing did? Because, oh my goodness. Huh. My gosh, I'm breaking pots to get powers. What is this, an actual RPG? You cause Mara to explode on death. When you attack a new creature, you are healed. Yes! Reach? Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, can't go through that wall. Alright. I'll bet you there is a way, it's just not very obvious or clear how to do so right now. Well, this seems pleasant. Okay.
I don't have a
Gosh, I love that ability.
Where are you, Bane? I like how he tried to jump away and my limb was like, nope, get back here. Acquire Phantasma. Killing a mall rat increases your max health by 2% up to 100. When you attack, you're healed. Let's do this. Or apparently taking out a mall rat will benefit us. Floor 3. How many floors do I have to go up before I find Bane? Hello. Chains of Ice binds enemies' health together, causing them to share 50% of damage taken. Looting Phantasma grants you an absorb shield for 65 per Phantasma, up to a maximum of 23,780. The absorption stacks and lasts 5 minutes. Gain immunity to all damage and harmful effects for 1.5 minutes after choosing this item. Oh my gosh.
For you, I offer only the finest. Your patronage is always appreciated.
There we go, let's get that. So you just spend it just to get another extra power. Very nice. Oh. I'll save you. Reveneth. I've heard of you, Mawwalker. When I was bound, one of the beasts here took something of great value to me. I could use your help in killing everything between here and wherever they may have dragged it off to. I'll assist you.
Thank you, Mawwalker. I am looking for my medallion. It is somewhere close by. I can sense it.
I think it may be over there. So there are bonus missions in this. That's cool. I am liking Torghast more and more. Except for those things. Those things apparently are very annoying to deal with. Apparently that's what killed me before. I think, anyway.
I can't attack that.
Here it is.
That is it. Thank you for your assistance. I will leave you to whatever it is you are doing in this cursed place.
Thanks. Your spells and attacks have a chance to grant you critical strike chance for 35% critical strike chance for 15 seconds. Okay, well, looks like this is who I need to take down in order to get to Bane.
Ah, the vermin have arrived. Know that none escape these halls. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Your attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of magic, dealing over 2,000 frost damage to enemies within 5 yards of your target. Acquire Phantasma. Each rune spent... Yeah, I'm going to go with the rune spent, extending the location. I love that even if you don't pick these the first time they pop up, you can always choose them later. That there's a chance that they'll pop up later as a choice. That's pretty cool.
I'm out of range.
Shockwave.
Oddly large maw rat. Huh, okay, come on.
I need a target.
Okay. Dealing physical damage has a chance to confuse the target, compelling them to fight alongside you for 25 seconds. Sure. I think that's the total amount of powers I can have? Alright, looks like I'm going this way.
I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
Ah!
It's too far away.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
I don't have a target.
So not every pot and such in this place is going to have stuff in it. Sometimes they will, but sometimes they won't. But it's clear, it's like, yeah, go ahead and destroy all the pots and everything. By the way, there's a legendary. You notice I'm just basically spreading my dot here. There's a legendary for Death Knights where you can spread the dots that you have for all 3 specs, regardless of what spec you're playing. I want that legendary. Yikes. That's a lot of guards. And you're all lined up. For my dragon!
Shockwave.
I love that ability! That ability is so much fun! Ow! Oh, there's multiple. Lovely. Oh, gosh. Can it hurt them, or is it just hurting me? Oh, it doesn't even swing when they stand there. That feels cheap. Oh my gosh, ow! Okay, time for another bite to eat. I like that there is no time limit on these things. If there was a time limit here, like, you better do this in this amount of time, I'd be very irritated by that. It's like, no, let me take my time and explore. Lever-locked chest. Oh, so you have to figure out the right combination of lever. Oh, there we go. Deals 2% more damage. Close to a wall or the edge of a hallway. Oh, you just keep picking them up. Versatility by 3%. When you quickly strike with a direct attack, an arcane bolt will strike your target, dealing over 1,000 arcane damage. Fleshcraft increases your strength by 8% while the shield holds. Yeah. Floor 6. I thought I had already taken down this warden. Unless he escaped and he was like, "You'll never catch me." Is he on this floor now? Oh, I think we're at the final floor because that's usually where this guy shows up.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Yes, you may tempt me with your wares. Path of Frost increases your movement speed by 30%. Lichborn's cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds when you Death Strike. Increases maximum health by 15%.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Huh. Afflicts enemies with Bone Harvest, dealing 60% of Death Coil's damage over 5 seconds. Targets killed. I can just keep picking up powers.
Everything is negotiable.
I think I'm fine, actually.
Remember, everything has value.
There he is. Bane! The invader finally steps foot into my stage. Let us begin. Indeed. That was bad on my part. Okay, that's it. I'm using everything I got. Gotta make sure I am keeping an eye on some of his channels there and charges. Hang on, Bane. I'll get you out of here in just a bit.
I'm out of range.
Rat traps.
It's too far away.
Gotcha.
I was dreaming of home, only to awaken in this place of torment.
Let me get you out of here, Bane.
Champion, I saw you escape before we were recaptured. Do you have the means to take us out of the maw?
Right this way, Bane. Okay. That's one down. 3 to go. Oh. And the research is done for my first upgrade. I'm obviously now going to do a little bit more research in between to find out more info about Torghast and what people have been saying about how this is fully going to work, how often, what, the rewards and such,
All mysteries will be revealed.
So this was carried by one of the jailer's more powerful guards. You know what it does? I do, and I shall tell you. After you see to it that your friend there is in Oribos, come back to me once he is safe.
Return only if...
Of course, Venari, thank you. Thank you for caring about Bane's well-being. I like you more and more. Come on, Bane, I'm gonna get you to a safe place.
The Waystone. I hope your presence allows me to travel through it as well. I will stay close. May the Earth Mother guide our path.
Here we are, Bane.
Waystone worked. What a remarkable place.
That's a pretty cool... That's a pretty cool looking Kodo.
There is much to be done.
You found him. Finding Bane was no easy feat, but you braved the horrors of that tower and succeeded. Well done. But I fear your work is only just beginning. Bane is safe, but our other allies are still prisoners of the jailer. They remain in grave peril. Torghast is a constantly changing place, shifting according to the will of its master. It may be impossible to track them through normal means. Enter its cell blocks and see what information you can find. Seek any clue that might lead us to our missing friends, and bring it back to me. Soul ashes.
Much has been asked. More will be required.
Back I go. Now I can actually go back and ask her about it. Since Bane is here safe and sound.
Find anything of interest, Moonwalker?
Okay, now will you tell me what it does? I believe this is a key of sorts to a chamber within Torghast. Search the antechamber for a device that will accept it. Where it leads after that, I could only speculate.
I will detain you no longer.
Evading the moss-sworn scryers requires powerful magical countermeasures. The Prime Regent, a luminescent eye pried from the skull of a scryer recently shaken from its trance. The scrying ritual begins as we speak. You will of course be compensated only for an intact eye. Restraint is advised in its procurement. Some of the moss-sworn begin as inanimate suits of armor, forged by the Stygian smiths of Zoval's cauldron. Once fashioned, they await infusion of a decrypt shade to complete their genesis. It is at this time that they are the most vulnerable, and so it is then you should strike. The hammers wielded by the moss-sworn runesmiths hold the power to break as well as they shape. Procure one of them and smash our foes to dust before they can rise against us.
Do not draw the jailer's eye.
Okay. I will do those, of course. You know, those are dailies. I can do that later. Off camera and such. Right now, let's go back in there and figure out what's going on with this key. See if it may give us some kind of hint as to where the other three are. As you place the key into the device, it shudders for a moment and then begins to unlock. The rune carvers. Obulette? Wait, this is the guy. This is the rune carver. This is the guy that's gonna handle making our legendaries. In fact, I believe the explanation is that this is the guy that actually created many of the legendary weapons that we have known over the years in this game.
This place holds countless legends.
Who are you? Have you come to extract more of my memories? I'm afraid there aren't any useful ones left, save for the memories of my imprisonment. Or perhaps you're here for something else?
Beware.
Who are you? Why are you here?
One of his, are you? No, not his. Something else. A mortal. No. Yes. A mortal walks the maw all the way to my prison to save me. To use me. I was used by him. A jailer. Used to make oh, my memories. Did you take them? No. He took them. Used me for his purpose. Then left me here. Bereft of memory for how long? It matters not. Time, after all, is not a construct of death. More Walker. You come, you go. To free me? Perhaps. To aid me, yes. To aid me as I aid you. Fate, you see, has bound us.
In fact, I believe that they said that this is the one who actually is the one who made Frostmourne.
The past.
If you can retrieve my memories, I can help you. At least I believe I can. Then perhaps we can help each other.
Safeguard your soul, mortal.
Apparently, this guy that I have to go take down for this memory is in the regular area of the mall. But those memory things that I was alluding to earlier, yeah, he's the one that we're going to be going to for him to, in fact, you can even see there. Soul Forges, Upper Reaches. Information found. Wrath of the Jailer, Zograthos. Let's go this way. I don't believe we've actually ever gone this way. It's about sending a message. It's not about money. It's about sending a message. I'm guessing every time I do one of these dailies, there's a daily over here by someone else. And apparently she had another daily as well. I wonder what the Wrath of the Jailer does. I'm sure that's like a boss that we can take down that perhaps drops a very nice reward, but I'm guessing it probably also raises the attention of the Eye of the Jailer. That's my guess. Still trying to learn and figure out some of these things. He's up. That's not a daily, that's another regular quest to try and... When did I pick that one up, also? Yeah, go ahead and take him off my hands, Alliance. Don't really want to deal with him right now. Also, as you can see, by taking him down, this bar increased. The more activities and dailies and rares we take down here, the more this fills up. So you basically have a limited amount of time, I think, per day in order to actually do this before the jailer is just like, nope, you gotta go. But I wonder, by interacting with him, if this now makes it where we can collect the other legendary memories in places like dungeons and such that I was mentioning before.
We must stop him.
It's been an age since I knew anything other than the contours of this hellish prison. Thank you, mortal. Now to aid you.
Do not lose yourself.
I begin to remember. Power. Power with a purpose. This is what I can offer. Runes. Runes are the key. I've recalled some of them, but to infuse them into your equipment, I require my hands. Well, one hand would suffice. Both would be better. Find a way to free me from my bonds, mortal. Then I can offer the power you seek. After that, freedom, and perhaps the downfall of the one who bound me.
We walk among the fragments of memory.
Do you have more to say? No, not yet. I have to go explore Torghast. Alright, hold on a second. Because I know this video has already gone over an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to try and find a spot to wrap this up in just a second. This actually is a rest zone, Venari's Refuge. Yeah, let's rest in the maw. That sounds great. Sounds like such a safe idea. So, Venari, do you know anything about that guy in there?
Do you feel the maw tearing at your mind?
Breaking a prisoner's chains? I'm not sure I know how that could be done. Unless... it's dangerous, but I believe there may be a way. First, you'll need a vessel to house anima, and a way to expel it. I happen to possess such a device, which I will be pleased to give you. For a price, of course. You recall Zoval's cauldron, I trust? The denizens there were forged in unholy fire, assuming their anima is of a similar nature. It should be able to melt even the metals of the tower. With my device and their anima, I believe you can achieve your goal, Mawwalker.
Trust not what you see in the maw.
Yep. The animus... Suprifer? Suprifer.
Discover more secrets.
Whatever.
Then we can talk.
Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it off here, because we gotta do a couple of things here. First, we have to go find info on our allies. Also, we have to go collect anima in order to be able to free this guy. But I'm curious about going back into Torghast so we can try and get some more information about where our other allies are. So stay tuned.